when I went into the Marine Corps, they basically taught me everything that I needed to know. I don't believe I ever became a man. I became a Marine first.
You're watching the Spotlight Network. Starring Hollywood's newsman, Logan Crawford.
They now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford. Streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're sharing a moving poetry collection, a collection about love, loss, resilience, and the quiet power of everyday moments. We're talking to a terrific author and poet. His name is James A. Lynch. He's a Marine, husband, father, and he joins us to discuss his powerful book called Forever and a Day. It is a deeply moving collection of reflections shaped by faith, family, healing, and hope. If you've ever searched for peace after trauma or meaning in the ordinary, these poems, this book is for you. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We asked the team to join us in applauding this author for his very great work. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. James, thanks so much for joining me, and thank you for your service, sir.
Oh, it's my honor. Thank you.
It's an honor to have you on the show. This is such a beautiful collection. The book feels very personal. What inspired you to put all of these emotions down on paper and publish this book of poetry?
Well, it started when I was in the VA. I was inpatient for some help. And one day I wrote a little bit of a poem in 1984 for my first wife. And I was sitting in the atrium in the VA, and all of a sudden, I wasn't even thinking of the poem, but the words to that poem just started flowing to me. So I grabbed paper, I wrote it down, I finished that. It's called Simply at Arms. That was the first poem. It took me 39 years to write.
Wow.
And ever since that, I've just been blessed with the ability to write short story poetry.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, you are blessed with a wonderful ability because your poems are great. You served as a U.S. Marine. Talk to us about how that chapter of your life might have shaped your voice that we hear in these poems.
Well, I joined the Marine Corps 3 days after I turned 17. So when I went into the Marine Corps, they basically taught me everything that I needed to know. I don't believe I ever became a man. I became a Marine first.
Yeah, they teach you a lot about living. They teach you a lot about life, and they tell you to do A, B, C, and you do A, B, C, right? It's very regimented.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, yeah. PTSD appears quietly but powerfully throughout the book. Talk to us about expressing these emotions, and were they hard for you to express?
I don't really talk about the PTSD that I suffer from, but I use it in my stories to relate. So my characters will suffer from PTSD, and I give them a voice through my own experience.
Yeah. Why don't you read a couple of passages for us? One is called Superman. You want to read that for us?
Yes, sir.
All right.
On a lonely rainy night, there was someone to be saved by someone who wouldn't get scared, by someone really brave. You're going to have to be real quick. That someone's lacking oxygen. That someone's in a car outside revving its big engine. Time is running out, and soon you'll have to make a plan. Are you going to be someone who can make like Superman? Coming out to rescue her from a broken heart, you'll have to be someone strong and fit and someone really smart. Someone in that exhaust-filled car is breathing in those fumes. That someone is a dying bride stood up by a frightened groom. Can you break the glass for fresh air and remove that deadly hose? Turn the engine key to off, then loosen her tight clothes. So were you someone that was there in the nick of time, holding on and telling her soon she'll be just fine? And on that lonely rainy night, you simply held her hand, saving that girl's precious life and feeling like Superman.
Wow, wow, that's pretty powerful. Talk to us about the inspiration for that poem and what you hope readers take away from it.
It was writing this, and I didn't want to say, like, I didn't have a character at first. It was just someone, and you'll have to say someone couldn't, right? And
Yeah.
it went, as I was writing, then I had the image of the woman, and then depressed, and why was she depressed, and then stood up at the altar. So it all started taking form, and
Mhm.
I followed it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's very moving, very powerful, and very contemporary also, which I like. I understand you have another poem to read for us. It's called Ocean Souls. Tell us about that, or read it for us if you would.
Okay, I'll read it. I was walking the beach waiting for the warm sunshine. I was in North Carolina in the cold winter time. It was nearly morning, the weather not kind. There was a stiff cold breeze that ran right down your spine. And as I kick around an empty yellow sand pail, I'd like a moment to tell the sad little tale. You see, it was 3 days ago when I last saw her alive. The love of her life's body had returned after he died. I had been walking by moonlight in the dark foamy tide when I saw her beside him removing his jewelry as she cried. She had been searching day and night for him, and it came as no surprise. He had drowned in the ocean, it's what she surmised. She said they loved each other dearly, and he was now at home. He had a plan for their eternity and the ocean to roam. I turned away for a moment, 911 to call. She slipped into the ocean, that's what I recall. Now I pace the sand, waiting for her body's return. While their souls are together, I pause out of concern. Could this happen again? You know, it probably could. Two young kids in love believing they were misunderstood.
Wow, that's powerful as well. Tell us of the inspiration for the poem and what you hope readers take away from it.
Um, I actually put myself at a beach in the evening, and I was thinking I could see a shark in the water, and there would have been a tragedy. I explain. I just tell the story
Yeah, yeah.
that came to me.
Yeah, well, it's a powerful story, no doubt. Talk to us a little bit about the overview of the book. What do you hope readers feel? What do you hope they experience after reading a collection of poetry?
Well, I like I like to find meaning in little events that usually go by unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
I write stories about them moments. I think they're important. They're important to me, and I hope that readers would find that the time to actually notice and feel small things in their lives that are just overlooked.
Yeah.
Um, as far as um, if you're going through grief or depressed, I just want to send the message that they're not alone. That I
Mm.
share stories to let people know I too understand. I have tremendous amount of empathy, and I'm humbled. So I write these stories to share deep feelings and honesty with others.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, mission accomplished because you've done a great job with it. Talk to us about the poem from 1984, the unfinished poem that came back to you.
Okay. I was in the Marine Corps then, going through training, and I had the phrase, and then she appeared, my princess of love, on a blinding white horse led by a dove.
Mm.
And I could not tell if that was the beginning, the middle, or the end. I
Hmm.
just drew a blank for 39 years. I could not finish
Wow.
that poem. And then the one day at the atrium, sitting there, it just came to me. It's a blessing.
Yeah,
And I finished
absolutely.
it that night. Would you like to hear it?
I
Or?
would love to hear it. Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. His armor was shining, him covered by sword. His battles within him, by his side walked the Lord. She went for a ride, her beautiful horse at hand. She was looking for a partner, but who could be so grand? He was a battlefield hero with such a lonely heart. He wanted a wife to be from a lifelong start. With the creek by his side, his armor wore heavy. He needed the rest, being always the ready. And then she appeared, his princess of love, on a blinding white horse led by a dove. They met for a lifetime. I'll just end it here. The rest is for you now, true love to endear.
Wonderful. Well, that is beautiful, beautiful
Thank
indeed.
you.
And what do you hope readers take away from that poem?
Um, Patience.
Yeah,
In love, you have to wait. You be patient, and the right person will come along.
absolutely, absolutely. So it gives hope as well, which is nice. Well, you've done
Right.
a great job on this collection of poetry. The name of the book is Forever and a Night, deeply personal reflection shaped by faith, family, healing, and hope. James, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank the audience also.
I appreciate your time, again, to your service to this country and the wonderful talent that you've displayed in writing this wonderful book. So thank you and God bless you. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.